back, everyone. Well, it's time for another episode of our Walk in the Park series, where we highlight people from the Borderland who definitely have made an impact in our community. And today, we're speaking with former El Paso mayor and car dealership owner Oscar Leeser about his life. And we even talk about where the famous tagline came from. Take a look. Well, for today's Walk in the Park series, we are here with a very special guest, none other than Oscar Leeser. This is a man who has built his empire from the ground up. We are so excited to discuss everything with you. Thank you so much for being here with us today.
Thank you for giving me that opportunity. It's nice being here.
We are so excited. So you're a man of true inspiration, I feel, and we kind of want to get into it, which is, okay, so what was your childhood like? Where did you grow up?
Well, I was born in Mexico and moved to the United States at the age of 9. Didn't speak a word of English. And when I went to school, they actually was really tough. Didn't know how to read English or anything. So it became tough. In the 60s, you know, there was a lot of prejudice, to be honest with you. And having to overcome that and become who I am was something that's really important. I always tell people I have some tough stories that I could share that are really sad and tough, but you put it all in a jar, shake it up, and this is what you get. And I'm very proud of who I am today.
Wow, so not only did you come into a country that you had no idea how to speak the language, you were able to overcome all of that, Oscar, and how did you even come across a dealership?
Well, it's really kind of a funny story, but when I got in the car business was a good friend of mine, became a good friend of mine. At the time, I never met him in my life. His name was Sal Frescas. And I saw an ad in the paper that said they were looking for salesmen. Being 21 years old, quite wasn't sure if they're going to hire me, so I went and did an interview. And Sal happened to like me, and he says, you know what, I'll be right back. Let me talk to my manager and see what's going on. 3 hours later, she comes back and he goes, oh, I forgot, I went to lunch, I really want to apologize. He says, obviously you can follow directions and I'm going to hire you. And that's how I got hired.
What?
Yep.
Oh my God, that is incredible. So, okay, I kind of want to ask you this question, a little more personal, which is, what would you say to someone who is also kind of struggling a little bit to just overcome their background, you know, trying to be someone in this world, and maybe they say, okay, well, I don't come from a family of money, I don't come from, you know, a rich background, I want to be someone in this world. What would you say to that?
You can try hard and maybe not be successful, but if you don't try at all, you're guaranteed failure. And that's something that's really important, something I live with. And to this day, I have the fear of failure. So I'd go to work every day and had to do well and had to sell a car. I wouldn't go home until I did because I knew that I had to provide for my family.
So if you know anything about his dealership, I don't know if you guys remember the commercials, I certainly do. You made it so amazing by using your mom, by having her say,
my Oscar is such a good boy.
Well, it was Mother's Day and I said, you know what, I'm gonna put my mom on the TV for Mother's Day. I think it'd be kind of neat to do it. And so I put her on, and that we're going to do it Thursday, Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. I'd go back on and put me on. And I get a phone call from my dad, and he goes, your mom's real disappointed. I said, what happened? Why? He goes, you took her off the air.
Oh my God.
And I go, really? And he goes, yeah, you know, when she goes to Walmart and Target, everyone knew her, and it really made her feel good. And I said, Dad, it doesn't mean that much for me to be on there. I'm going to put her back on. And we put her back on, and it was my idea because when I was little, they'd always give me, you know, the chulo, and you know, he's such a good boy, and I thought, oh, that'd be great. And so we did that, and that's how we came up with that, which is probably the #1 tagline ever. I mean, everybody remembers. Everywhere I go today,
yes,
people walk up, oh, you're such a good boy. I go talk to schools, the kids, even the young kids remember it. So that was really neat, and you know, something meant a lot to her. Really became something that was very memorable in our community, and it'll always be in my heart.
Hopefully we have a lot more people that follow in your shoes. Thank you so much, Oscar. This has been such a pleasure. I learned so much from you.
Oh, thank you. I appreciate the opportunity. And remember, just, you know, because you try hard doesn't mean you're going to be successful. But if you don't, you guarantee yourself failure. And it's important to always try.
Wow, that's incredible. And with those words, we'll be right back.